Overhaul has been proposed for Alabama's overcrowded prisons. The head of the prison system is reviving the idea of 3 mega prisons to hold all the state's inmates.
Lauren Walsh from our sister station in Birmingham explains why the idea that failed before could pass this year.
Alabama's overcrowded prison system remains at risk for a federal takeover. Department of Corrections Commissioner Jeff Dunn says there's a great need for change.
Violence is of extreme concern to us. Staffing levels 50% or less across the state. The facilities are in terrible condition. So when we look at those things together, what I look for is help to address the staffing issue. That's first and foremost.
In addition to more boots on the ground, Dunn explains his proposal to build 3 new regional state prisons.
We are convinced even more now than ever before that consolidating our infrastructure down to 3 regional facilities and decommissioning the majority of our major facilities is the way to go.
Dunn says his plan would focus on public safety and making sure inmates are ready to re-enter society after time behind bars.
95% of the 8,000 to 12,000 inmates that have an opportunity to go back home every year do. And so the question is not if they're coming back, it's when and under what conditions. And this plan will enable us to better prepare them so that when they come back, they're law-abiding, productive citizens.
Jeanette and Pope Kelly are 2 people who see a need for reform.
You do need to give people hope, and they'll try to do better. If you provide them with a way to improve themselves, then they have a way out. So we agree with the reforms.
Lauren Walsh, NBC 15 News.
Lawmakers rejected the mega prison plan before because they didn't want to borrow $800 million to build them.
This year, supporters are pushing for private companies to foot the bill, then lease the prisons to the state. Governor Ivey is expected to release details in the near future. Alabama's prison suicide rate is already the worst in the country. That's according to prisonlegalnews.org. Nationally, about 5 of every 100,000 prisoners are murdered. Another 16 commit suicide. Here in Alabama, the number of homicides is more than 30 per 100,000 and 37 per 100,000 suicides. That's more than twice the national rate. A federal district court found in 2017 the Department of Corrections failed to provide inmates with sufficient mental health care.